Hey guys, it's Joey from Board Trick Tips VA, and today I will be comparing two homemade slide gloves, one made by me and one made by Ben. You can also buy these, as you well know. They're way overpriced, let me tell you, and I'm going to be talking about some of the problems with that. To start off, let's talk about the different types of gloves you can have. So I'm going to talk about this, first of all. Not a lot of people do it this way. If you notice, I can move all my fingers. They're all separated, so a puck on each finger. Now, the problem with this is you have to be really precise when gluing it on. By the way, you can, if you make your own gloves, all it takes is like probably some garden gloves or work gloves from Home Depot. Make sure they have like a good leather base for the glue to sink into, or synthetic leather. I think that's what this is. But yeah, this one works fine, and I got these from Home Depot for I think the gloves were about like $10 or $12 or something. The cutting board, I already had. I cut that up, but how much do you think cutting board is? Like $2, $3, $4, $5. I don't know. Should be cheap. The whole glove, when it's said and done, should cost about like $20, $20 or less, $20 at most. And it's a great deal because if you home make it and you make it right, it's generally a lot sturdier than a store-bought glove. And I've heard people say that store-bought gloves, you use them for a bit and the pucks barely wear out and the glove already, like the pucks rip off and stuff within the first 3 days you use them or so. I've heard that. I've never actually used them, but I've seen them and they don't have nearly as many pucks as this. Like, I have total on this glove 7 pucks. On my other one at home I have 6, and that's just depending on the setup, but most like store-bought gloves I think have 2 to 4 pucks, and it's just annoying because it seems like they would rip off easily. And speaking of store-bought, the pucks seem pretty nice though. I've just been looking at these. My friend Ben here, he bought some, and he's probably gonna make a glove out of these by himself. But I just really would be wary of trusting the stitching / gluing of pucks onto gloves by companies out there that make gloves like Sector 9. The pucks seem decent though. They seem decent. And these are about a 1/2 inch, 5/8 of an inch. And I used 1/2 inch cutting board just because, I don't know if you can tell here, but you get a lot of wear and tear on some parts of the glove, so you just want to kind of be safe. Ben used a 1/4 of an inch pieces on his glove, and like I think right here he had a spot where it was getting a hole, and I had that same problem on my other glove, which by the way was separated into this is called lobster style, and some people like this. I would recommend it. This is what I started out on. I have my other gloves at home. I just use kind of scrap gloves laying around, and I wanted to try out the single finger. That's why I made those. But I would recommend this because when you have 2 fingers holding the garrode, it's not gonna tend to want to roll. Whereas the single finger is gonna you're gonna be sliding on the road, and at first you're gonna put your hand down, and all the fingers are gonna want to roll like that, and that can cause some problems if your gloves are cheap and wear holes in them. But I adapted pretty quickly, and within like 3 days I got used to these, and now I love them because my fingers are free to do whatever they want. The other type is, and the most durable type is like the mitten style, where you have an entire puck, a huge puck glued across 4 fingers. But I don't like that because you really limit yourself with movement. You can only do that. And yeah, so the pucks to make, you got a wrist puck, a palm puck, and depending on how you want it, you can It's mostly like one puck for the fingers, one puck for each finger, one puck for 2 fingers, one puck for the all 4. Then you have your thumb puck, and then usually wherever you have problems with holes or anything, you can patch it up with pucks. I like a wide surface area on my glove, so most of my glove is pucked up, and and so you don't want to. That's another thing. A lot of slide companies, they only put a palm puck, and that's a problem because you have no wrist support. So if you want to do some really laid out sliding, and really like get your whole body on the road type sliding, that if you can see, this wrist puck is really worn out, and that would be a hole in your glove if you didn't have a wrist puck there. And if you wanted more, if you don't want such a big palm cup puck, on my other one I split this into 2, and I had 2 kind of round circular ones so I could have more movement. But yeah, that's about it. On the thumb, put it more on the side because, I mean, yeah, lay your hand down first on the pucks to see how you're gonna, before you glue them. And then what I would recommend is, careful you don't burn yourself, but cut out the pucks with like a jigsaw, and you can round them out with like a sander or something, and take a hot glue gun. You're gonna need a lot of glue, by the way, if you want to stitch this up right. And put the glue on the puck first, and right after that put the finger on, and it's gonna get a little warm or even hot on your finger. But then after that, after the puck is stuck on, then take it and kind of squeeze it like this, and then get some. Yeah, we'll make one in a later video, and get some clamps, etc. And that's pretty much the general idea. We'll go more in depth about that, about how to make one later on in a video. But yeah, the main point of this video is single fingers are really hard to use but offer more movement. I would recommend lobster for beginners, or even mittens if you're more comfortable with that. But I would definitely recommend lobsters, and then after you've been sliding for a while, then you can try single finger if you want. And home making your gloves is a lot cheaper and a lot more durable than the store-bought gloves, and that's what you should get out of this video. Hope that helped. Anyways, yeah, thanks guys. Comment, like, subscribe. See you later.